I'm here with Dan Walker, who's currently a candidate for mayor of Toronto. So Dan, tell us, why are you running to be mayor?
I'm running because the people at the bottom in poverty and that don't have a chance to get anywhere in life, and I'd like to help get rid of poverty and homelessness. I'd like to have a TTC lottery instead of people paying taxes for raising money for the TTC, so that it's easier on the city to use the money that we're getting for other reasons.
Now, what would you say to Rob Ford, who says that people without jobs don't need to use public transit?
People without jobs need more transit than people with jobs, because people with jobs only need it twice a day, where people without jobs, to find a job, you need to be able to use it all day long. So I would think they should be getting metro passes with their welfare so that they can get off welfare.
What solutions would you have for fixing Toronto's transit? Is there a different way you would approach transit in the city?
Well, I'd like to see the subway go from Victoria Park north to meet the other subway, but the rest of it could be light rails, as long as there was 2 lanes of flowing traffic on each side, plus the light rail in the middle of the street, so 6 lanes total.
Now, what is your stance on marijuana use, both medical and recreational?
Well, I think everybody else should be able to use it any way they want, because it does not hurt you. It affects the odd person, but overall, most people don't affect it in any way during their life.
Do you agree with the current city crackdown on public drinking in Trinity Bellwoods Park?
Oh no, I think we should be able to drink in the parks as long as you're not intoxicated and causing trouble.
Now, if a police horse takes a shit on the street, do you make a sound?
Yeah, I do. I took a video of one, and she just finished going to the washroom, and then she just walked down the lane, no cleaning it up. It's in our bike lanes, and they don't clean it up. All they do is shit in our bike lanes, and they run us over with the horses. We shouldn't even have horses.
Do you feel it's important to be sober while mayor?
Yeah, not intoxicated, but a couple of drinks, it's okay, but you can't be staggering down the street or slurring your words and stuff like that.
You mentioned Aboriginal voices not being represented in politics earlier. Is there anything specific you would do to give a greater voice to Aboriginals in Toronto?
Well, you have to listen to them and get them what they need before anybody else, really, because they're the people of the land. You gotta go by the people of the land before you can go for anybody else, I would say.
You ran in the previous municipal election, and as far as an outside candidate go, you were quite successful. What is the difference you find between last election and this election?
Well, I'm just out there earlier, so I'm getting a lot more interviews, and I'm talking to people on the street. I have my sign, so everybody can recognize me, even from the streetcars or anywhere, so I'm getting a lot of support from everywhere.
And do you find there's more outside attention to this election after all the negative attention that Rob Ford has brought to the city?
Well, people mostly want Rob Ford gone, and they're not impressed with anybody else either, so.
Anything just specifically you want to say about your campaign? Any message you want to get across to the people?
I support most of the people that are like OCAP and No One Is Illegal and all these other places like Acorn. I'm part of Parkdale Tenants Association, so we're fighting to freeze the rent and bring it back under control. I'm getting involved, and I've been involved for quite a few years now in Toronto.